Hey, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about incision pain after VSG surgery or gastric sleeve surgery. This might also apply to a bypass surgery. I'm not 100% sure because that's not what I had. But I had VSG gastric sleeve surgery almost a week ago. So I'm 6 days post-op now and I'm finally feeling pretty good. But I wanted to talk about pain because when I was searching on YouTube for my own information about pain, all I could find were videos of doctors kind of talking about it and not actually patients talking much about their pain levels and what they experienced. So I just wanted to talk about my experience. So I have not been on narcotics at all for this entire journey. In the hospital, I was even given basically Tylenol, and then coming home, I was on Tylenol. So that's what I've been taking for the pain. And a lot of the pain that I was kind of told about beforehand was about gas pain and how walking helps that and everything. But let me tell you what, walking does not help your incision pain. So that is something that is not the case. My gas pain was gone probably by day 3 post-op. And then I was just left with incision pain. And I have 6 incisions. I have 2 up here and then 2 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, sorry, 2 on this side, 1 at my belly button, and then 1 on this side. So a lot of these incisions were just for cameras, for them actually inflating my stomach cavity so that they could perform the surgery. And then I have 1 main incision where they actually performed most of the surgery and then actually pulled my stomach out, which is kind of graphic to think about, but is what it is. So that one is my most tender, and then one that's a little bit bigger over here is a little tender. But basically it feels like a deep bruise. It feels like something is pushing in on it, kind of like when you have a bruise, that kind of pain that you would have, that kind of dull, achy pain. It's not pleasant. Sometimes I can twist the wrong way, or if I bend over too quickly or something. Sorry, that's my bird. If I bend over too quickly, I can feel the pain a lot more sharply. Getting out of bed. So the motion of doing this number can be painful. That actually was not that bad, but when I'm actually trying to get out of bed or rolling out of bed can be painful. So I have to roll over really slowly. So it's not the worst pain, but it is definitely there. And I polled some groups that I'm in on Facebook to see kind of what their experience with incision pain has been like. And some people were saying, after week 3 or week 4 post-op, it's like a light bulb went off and it just went away. Others said they could still feel some tenderness up to 3 or 4 months post-op. So I think it just varies based on your body and your body's healing time. So the only other, I've had other surgeries before. The only one similar to this on this part of my body that I've had is the C-section to have my daughter. And that pain I remember for quite some time after. And sometimes that scar even itches still, which is weird, but it's a lot lower. So I'll show you which incision hurts the most on me in just a moment. But I want to say I have had other laparoscopic surgeries. I've had one on my ankle, and that incision pain really wasn't that bad. So I think it just being on your abdomen, I think because of that, the location of it and the fact that you're trying to use core strength to get up, move around, we use our core a lot throughout the day. I think that's why it stays so tender throughout the day. When I'm walking around, moving around, it definitely hurts. So, but I just wanted to address that because I feel like when I was looking for information about is this normal, I couldn't find it. And I had to turn to some Facebook groups that I'm on to kind of get some confirmation that I'm not crazy. So, and of course, I'll be talking to my doctor this week about it too, but they were telling me, yes, that's where they pulled your stomach. It's your biggest incision. That's where they pulled your stomach. That's why it hurts, because it had more trauma than any of the other incisions. And that totally makes sense. And then I also, when I was on YouTube kind of looking around for different videos that might talk about incision pain, I found some from actual doctors saying that they sometimes do like a special stitch on the inside that dissolves, and that stitch can also cause some pain, but it also helps prevent a hernia from forming in that incision. And obviously I'd rather have this pain now than hernia pain later. So if that's the price I have to pay for that, then that's fine too. But just in general, it's not the worst pain in the world. So if you're kind of wondering about what incision pain is like, it's not the worst. It's kind of like a deep bruise, and it's just uncomfortable. I did use the heating pad for several days, and I felt like that did help a little bit, but it wasn't, I mean, it doesn't completely relieve the pain, and Tylenol doesn't completely relieve the pain. At this point, I've still been taking Tylenol, but I don't know if it's doing much, so I might just quit using it, because I was mainly using it for the gas pain, and by walking a whole lot, I completely relieved myself of the gas pain, so I don't have that anymore. So it's just the incision pain now. So I'll show you which one it is so that you can kind of see. Oh, I'm wearing my shorts today. All right, and I have a sports bra on. That's all I've been wearing lately because it's more comfortable. So you can see my incisions. This is all of them. So I've got one above my belly button. This one over here is a little bit big, and then another small one here, two small ones right above my bust line, and then this one used to have 3 steri strips, but one of them has come off, and I called my doctor's office today to confirm my appointment and asked them if that was okay and normal, and they said if they're coming off, that's fine as long as they're healing okay. So I'll just, I mean, I don't know, showing you guys this. It even looks bruised. But this is the one that's giving me the most trouble, and it is the biggest incision. So just to kind of give you perspective, it's like the length of half of my finger there. And I have decent sized hands, like not really small hands. So that one is pretty big. But yeah, so this one's the most painful. And like if I just barely touch it, it's fine. But if I start obviously pushing in on it, it can be painful. And for those of you that don't know, I have 2 toddler girls at home, and they like to climb on me. They want me to pick them up, which I can't pick them up right now. So that's another thing. You can't pick up over 10 pounds for about 4 to 6 weeks after surgery, depending on your surgeon. My surgeon says 4 weeks. I'm going to err on the side of caution and probably push for longer, because by the time you hit 4 weeks, I mean, it's not that much harder to just go ahead and wait 2 more weeks to not pick them up, because they're almost 40 pounds. So they're heavy. But basically, if they're climbing on me, sometimes knees go into me. I mean, it can be painful. I sometimes nap with my daughter, and she likes to throw her legs over me and stuff, and I had to really be careful because it hurts. I do have one thing that can help, and it does help a little bit for me, I feel like, just keeping me secure and making sure nothing's brushing up against anything. I do have like a post-op belly binder sort of thing that I can wear, and it's really stretchy, so it's not like I'm sucking my stomach in or anything like that. It's just like an extra layer of protection. So sometimes I do put that on when I'm around the girls, and that seems to help to kind of keep everything at bay. But they are obsessed with seeing my scars, my boo-boos. That's what they call them, boo-boos. So they are only 2, almost 2.5. So they're only 2, and they always are like, "Mommy, can I see your boo-boos? Let me see your boo-boos." And then I have to like lift my shirt and show them, and then they want to give them kisses, and I'm just like, please don't get all your little snotty germs on my boo-boos. So, but they're sweet. So, but yeah, so that's basically what the pain's like. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. If you had experienced pain tolerance or pain level, let me know. I can say like my pain tolerance is pretty high in general, so maybe it's worse for other people. I don't really know, but for me it's not been that bad. I will say this is the first day that I got up and was just like, yes, let's seize the day, like let's get the day going. And I'm 6 days post-op. So before this, I did go back to work the Thursday after my surgery, which my surgery was Tuesday. So I work from a home office though, so of course it's really different. I did spend some time in bed, like during lunch breaks and that kind of thing, Thursday and Friday. So I took it a little easy, but Just to kind of give you an idea, like I was still kind of like making myself get things done. And then over the weekend, you know, we had the girls here most of Saturday and all of Sunday. So my husband's been a godsend, but just in general, like I've been dealing with the pain while also just functioning on my daily life. So I think laying down does help. Like if I lay down flat on my back, that's when it's least painful. I like to lay on my side to sleep, so it always wakes me up if I start to roll over in the middle of my sleep. So I've been waking up a lot at night trying to reposition because I just get so sick of sleeping on my back. So that's been a challenge. So side sleepers, beware. It will be painful. I don't know about stomach sleeping. I'm not a stomach sleeper. I've heard people say that they don't obviously sleep on their stomach after this for a while to let themselves kind of heal up and everything. I will say I like to get some sun. I like to try to get 15 minutes on each side outside, just to get some sun ray and some vitamin D. So today I did resume that during my lunch break, and I was fine laying on my back out in the sun, and then I flipped over and kind of rested myself on my arms, and I didn't feel any pain at all, like being on top of my incisions at all. So that was nice. But yeah, if you have any questions, put them down in the comments. Feel free to subscribe if you want to follow my VSG journey. So I'm still at the very beginning, but good things are coming, and I'll have an update up probably tomorrow with my 1 week post-op update, because tomorrow is 1 week, and that is so exciting. So I am excited to share results with you guys. I'm not going to give away all my stats yet, but pretty excited to give away my 1 week results from VSG surgery. So, but thank you so much for watching. Thanks for your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.